Don't miss the tea. Subscribe now.
Girl, pour the wine. No, the big glass. You are not going to believe the week I have had. Honestly, I think I'm losing my mind. Or maybe I'm the only sane person left on this spinning rock. I don't know. I feel like I'm in an episode of The Twilight Zone where the plot twist is that dictionaries have been burned and we're just making sounds at each other that mean nothing. I am telling you, I am apparently the only person left on Earth who believes that words mean the things they actually mean. Like, call me old-fashioned, but when someone says chair, I expect a place to sit, not a conceptual art piece about posture. So let me spill the tea, starting with the showerhead incident. Yes, a showerhead. Don't look at me like that. I was hanging out with this couple, you know the type, very curated aesthetic, very we read Architectural Digest for the articles. So they corner me, practically vibrating with excitement, to tell me about their new bathroom renovation. They dropped $800 on a German showerhead. $800 for a nozzle that dispenses water. They were acting like they'd just bought a portal to Narnia. They kept insisting it was a must-have and that it changed their lives. Now, you know me, I'm practical, I'm logical, I'm a PA. I deal in science and facts. So I looked them dead in the eye, fully sincere, not a drop of shade in my voice, and I asked, okay, but is the actual water-on-skin experience 8 to 16 times better than a standard Home Depot one? Girl, the silence. It was deafening. You could hear a pin drop. You could hear the microscopic bacteria dividing on the kitchen counter. They just stared at me like I had asked them to solve a differential equation in Mandarin. They didn't have an answer, because we all know the answer is no. Water is water. Gravity is gravity. Unless Hans himself is coming out of the chrome fixture to massage my scalp, I don't see the value proposition. But apparently I was the villain for asking for the math. But that was just the appetizer. The main course of insanity happened later that night. What do you think happened next? I was talking to my friend, let's call her Sarah, and I was being vulnerable, right? I was telling her how stressed I am, how I'm looking for safe people to be around, just people who don't drain my battery. And she looks at me, grabs my hand, and says, babe, you are standing in it. We call this house Safe Harbor. Safe Harbor. Let me describe this safe harbor to you because I felt like I was in a psychological thriller. First of all, the lighting. It wasn't lamps. It wasn't overheads. It was dozens, maybe hundreds of electric candles, just flickering faux wax LEDs everywhere. It looked like a vigil for a tragedy that hadn't happened yet. I was waiting for a choir of monks to walk out chanting. And the furniture. She has this modular couch that is arranged like an emotional escape room. You sit down and you are trapped. There is no way out without core strength and a grappling hook. Then there's this bean bag chair in the corner that isn't just a chair, it's a void. It dares you to lose consciousness. If you sit in it, you might never return. But the kicker, the absolute kicker, in the middle of this safe harbor there is a square table. And on this table there is an arrangement of dolls, not cute dolls, not Barbie, old porcelain Victorian ghost child dolls. It felt like a haunted doll tribunal. I felt judged. I felt like they were weighing my soul against a feather. I wanted to ask, is the safety in the room with us right now? But I held my tongue because I am a good friend. Then things got messy. Sarah friend one is showing me something on her phone. She's scrolling, and then, oops, accidentally lands on a very spicy photo, a nude, full frontal. And she does this whole performance, this theatrical gasp, clutching her pearls. Oh no, I can't believe you saw that. Girl, please, we are adults. She was clearly fishing for a reaction. Maybe a blush, maybe a ooh, scandalous. But remember, who am I? I am a physician assistant. Do you know what my day looks like? I see bodies. I see anatomy. I see things that would make a Victorian doll weep blood. So, without missing a beat, I just looked at the photo, looked at her, and said in my most clinical, bedside manner voice, I'm a PA. I've seen hundreds of asses, vulvas, and dicks. It's fine. What do you think happened next? I completely neutered the vibe. I sterilized the room with my words. Her wife, who was sitting nearby, just nodded thoughtfully and said, that makes sense. Sarah looked so disappointed. She wanted drama, she wanted tea, and I gave her a medical chart review. I can't help it, I take things literally. If you show me anatomy, I will identify it as anatomy. So that was the weekend. I leave Safe Harbor and the haunted doll tribunal and I go home. It's Sunday. I'm exhausted. My social battery is in the negatives. I'm back in my own space and all I want is food. I have a Factor meal delivery scheduled. You know those pre-made healthy meals? They're actually delicious, even if I question the ethics of all that plastic, but whatever, I'm hungry. I am anxiously awaiting this box. It's my lifeline. 8:30 p.m. rolls around. My stomach is growling. I'm talking audible rumbles. I check my email, expecting a "your driver is approaching" notification. Instead, I get an email from Factor. It says, get this, that my order is delayed until tomorrow. And it is signed, I kid you not, in wellness. In wellness, I saw red. My vision actually blurred. I immediately hit reply. My thumbs were flying across the screen like lightning bolts. I didn't even say hello or best regards. I just wrote, the in wellness is a bit much for packaging that cares more about product coherence and less about the environment. I was screaming internally. Screaming. Because how dare you? How dare you sign off in wellness while you are actively starving me? It is 8:30 p.m. on a Sunday. I live in a town that shuts down at 9:00 p.m. There is no Uber Eats. There is no DoorDash. The sidewalks roll up. You have missed the window. Starving me after it is too late to order alternative sustenance is not wellness, you absolute liars. It is biological warfare. So I had to rustle together the saddest meal of my life. I think I ate some stale crackers and a chaotic mix of whatever was in the freezer. It was an eating to survive, not to enjoy kind of meal. A food over death meal. I was grumpy, I was hangry, and I was done with humanity. I go to bed. I am emotionally fried. I am fed technically, but my soul is hungry for justice. Fast forward. It is 12:38 a.m. I am asleep. Or, well, I'm in that drift state. Suddenly I hear a noise, rustling, right outside my front door. Now my brain has been poisoned by true crime podcasts. I immediately think, this is it. The serial killer has arrived. The haunted dolls sent a hitman. Then my phone lights up. A notification from my Blink camera. Someone is outside. What do you think happened next? My heart stops. I am paralyzed. I am ready to fight for my life with a bedside lamp. Then a second notification pops up from Factor. Great news, your meals have arrived. I stared at the phone. It is 12:38 in the morning. Apparently in the corporate lexicon, tomorrow doesn't mean during business hours the next day. It doesn't mean when the sun comes up. It means 38 minutes past midnight. Tomorrow is corporate wellness speak for 12:38 a.m. I sat there in the dark, blinking, the sheer audacity, the unmitigated gall. They told me tomorrow. Technically, chronologically, yes, 12:38 a.m. is tomorrow, but socially, culturally, spiritually, 12:38 a.m. is tonight. It is the middle of the night. I'm sitting in my bed thinking, absolutely not. I refused. I refused to participate in this charade. I told myself, I will not go outside and unpack these damn plastic-sealed snacks until actual tomorrow, as previously agreed upon by the social contract of daylight. So the box is just sitting out there on my porch. It's sitting there with this smug aura like, we arrived within policy, we fulfilled the contract. And I am inside, wrapped in my duvet, seething like, I reject your ontology, I reject your definition of time. I reject this entire vibes-based economy where words are just decorative sounds. I swear, nothing means anything anymore. Showerheads are religious experiences. Living rooms are trauma responses. Nudes are accidental. And tomorrow is the middle of the night. I am not built for this, girl. I need a dictionary and a stiff drink. And maybe I need to go rescue my chicken breast from the porch before the raccoons get it, but on principle, it stays out there. So anyway, how was your weekend? Did words mean things for you, or are we all just improvising now?